Alright gang, it's Sunday in Georgia. We've got massive storms coming. I'm going to try to do this video real quick. It's already been raining off and on, but hopefully it'll hold off so I can do this video today. Attempted to do it yesterday, but both my neighbors on each side of me were running power equipment and it was just too much noise in the background. So we're going to do this one now. Yeah, there'll be a drop of rain every now and then, so hopefully I can get it done before the rain comes. In 1973, I know this because it's dated on the back of the photo, I got a red bicycle for Christmas. And in trying to get another one to replace the one I had, all I could go by was a photo. And in that photo, it was that one I have is from the back of the bike, and the back of the seat was square, not rounded off like the seat that's on the Schwinn seat. The seat I had was a messenger seat, and I learned that here recently. So I'm looking for a red messenger seat that I can afford to buy. And the sprocket, I think that's what you call it. Not a bike person, but the sprocket. Mine was the mag version. So I'm kind of leaving out a crucial part. Another picture showed up that from that same Christmas, and it was a side view of the bike, and you could see it, the chain guard, it said Schwinn Stingray. So I knew what I had to go after, because basically what I was going after was the back of the seat. Now, my bike was destroyed. My sister had a friend come over, and they took my bike and my sister's bike, and they went riding, and when they came back, the girl leaned my bike up on the back of my dad's truck, and there's a super huge Ford work truck, welders, torches, and all that crap on it. He backed over and just destroyed it. Of course, I got blamed because it was my bike, so I was without a bike for a while. I was devastated because I love that bike. So when I found this one, I pounced on it. I pretty much bought it sight unseen. I just was told, yes, in pretty good shape. It could stand a repaint. But I said, well, you know, for what I got it for, I wasn't really worried about that, because I thought about buying a frame and then building one up. Shoot, that would cost me 10 times what I got in this one. I don't have that much in this bike. I was questioning the seat on it because I'm not a bicycle guru. I'm not sure if that's from 76. This bike is a 76. And at least that's what I've been told, and I found out how to date them, so I'm going to do that for sure. Both rims are Schwinn rims, and both tires hold air. I think the front tire is original. The back tire I think has been replaced, which I can understand, you know, locking it down, sliding, tear the tire up. The front reflector I've been told is wrong, and I've noticed also in vintage pictures and sales ads, a lot of these bikes didn't have reflectors, but mine had a front and a rear reflector. The rear reflector on this one, when I got it, was round and it was cracked. I should have brought it out and showed you guys. But mine had an octagon reflector, like a stop sign. And so I luckily had one, so I grabbed it and put it on there. So I'm not sure if Schwinn had a Schwinn branded octagon reflector or not, but there's one on there now, and that's, from my memory, that's how my bike was. Now, was it changed shortly after Christmas? I couldn't tell you. I don't recall, but my memory is I had an octagon reflector. So when I got this bike, my decision was I'm gonna hunt me down a seat, which is not easy because it's a messenger seat with the red glitter. Haven't found one yet. And then I was going to change the sprocket to the mag sprocket to make it look like my 73. Then I got to think, well, no, this one's been together for so long. I will change the seat out if I can. Nothing's wrong with that seat. Apologies for the car. The seat's in excellent shape, so there's one little spot on the left side of the bike where the bolt runs through the CC bar. There's one place on that right there where it's got a little bit of damage, but man, this is a 76, man. It's nothing. It's like a pimple. Pop it and keep going. God, that was gross. Anyway, so I'm choosing not to change the sprocket. My thought is now trying to hunt a 73 down and keep this one as original as I can. Now, again, I'm not a bike expert. I've had a few people tell me that the front reflector is not the correct arrow reflector. I kind of want to agree with them because I thought the reflector, and again, I'm going by memory from 1973. So I thought it was a flat reflector. You know, regardless, it's got one, and I kind of like the reflector that's on it. There is rust spots, there is scratches, there's dings, but this is a 76 bicycle, and you know, it's just a good looking bike. So let's check it out. Alright, so we're going to look at the seat. The seat, I mean, it's got marks on it, and no big deal. The fender, there's a ding in it right there, but that's okay. And if you look, there's places on the frame. I keep looking over the camera where the paint's been chipped off. The other side's is a little worse, and there's a Schwinn is still on there pretty much. The neck's got some chips in it, as do the other bars. The decal, the Schwinn decal's almost gone. The Schwinn Stingray, you know, so that's, like I said, the bike is in really good shape. Fork. Now my fork had the there was a chrome piece right here. Might have to hunt one of those down and put it on this one. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. You know, so showing you the front reflector. Now, I thought mine was a flat reflector, but that one works. It's okay. The hand grips. Now, looking for all these bikes, all the bikes I looked at, a lot of the times the hand grips, the ends were busted out. And I think mine had tassels, but don't hold me to that. But I think it did. But I'm pretty sure I yanked them out because that's a kind of a sissy thing. But both hand grips, they're in really good shape. They were covered in some kind of black something. And I had to take some industrial wipes and wipe them down several times, and took a fingernail brush and cleaned them up. And they're looking pretty good. Handlebars, you know, if it didn't have scratches on it, the bike wasn't good. And then the badge on the front, sorry. And then we'll look at this side, and again, the hand grip, it's not busted open, you know, but this is the side of the frame that's got the most rust. Now, I asked how did that happen, and the guy said, sorry, I keep looking over the camera. The guy said that's how it was when he picked it up. He wheels and deals in bikes, and pretty much owed me a favor. So, and then let's check out the back. Got Schwinn again on this side, and back here it's got the Schwinn tag, and it's starting to rain, and you see the right there is the only damage to the seat, and that's the octagon taillight I put on. A taillight reflector. And top view of the seat. Alright, so this bike is just, I'm so happy to have it. It's not perfect the way I like it. I mean, I know some people would prefer, you know, a flawless example, but it saddens me when you see something that's flawless, that all original means somebody didn't enjoy what they had. And you know, I know kids, there were certain kids who did take super care of their stuff, but me, my bike, I think that was the first thing that got me into cars. Much like most kids. I I mean, I wanted, when I was a kid, I pulled the fenders off of it one time, pulled all the reflectors off of it. I was constantly adjusting my handlebars and the seat height. I had a little toolkit that I got for Christmas. I can't remember, maybe the following year or something. And it was one of the kids' toolkits were actual tools. And I just remember taking the chain guard off, putting it back on, constantly just taking stuff off and putting stuff back on. And it was just memories of this bike. This is my bike that I had when, you know, Evel Knievel did his jump. You know, what was it, 2 hour special for like 10 seconds of a jump at the end. But man, either the day of, we'd be out there jumping our bikes, or the day after. I mean, we'd build a ramp and we thought we were fine, and actually wasn't doing anything. But yeah, this bike was cool. My youngest brother, when he was wanting to learn how to ride a bike, he couldn't reach the pedals quite right on this bike. So my other brother and I put him on the bike and pushed him hard down the driveway, and he went sailing down the driveway until he got to the end, and he crashed because he couldn't stop the bike. It was hilarious. Of course, we got in big trouble and all that, so I didn't let him ride my bicycle anymore. But gang, that's the Schwinn Stingray 76. I'm gonna confirm that. Like I said, I learned how to date the stuff. I didn't ask the guy I got it from, but he said he confirmed it should be a 76, but he really wasn't paying that much attention. But again, there it is. We'll get me a messenger seat and swap it out so I could have that at least. And sprocket I'm not going to change. I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, and here's the other thing. This one guy, he's renting a house, and he's been living there for like 7 years, and I thought it was his house. He tried to sell me a Schwinn that was been laying up under the deck of the house, and it's got the mag sprocket on it, but he wants $80 for it, and it's completely rusted. I mean, there's no paint left on it. The seat's gone. The seat pan is just crumbling away. It's just horrible shape. The fenders are all beat up, and he wanted $80 for it. And he told me he's going to hold firm. So I said, okay. So I showed him what I bought for a little bit more than $80. Not that much more than $80. He said, well, that's what you get for having good friends. Like, that's a bad thing. I offered him $20 for it, and he wouldn't take it, so he still has it. Alright, gang, it's starting to sprinkle. So I'm going to get my bike in. And, oh, also, when I got this, I cleaned it up with a soap pad because it had scum all over it. And then I took some steel wool over the rusty spots. And then I took linseed oil. First time I ever used linseed oil, and it really brought the color back out. And I'm going to do another shot of linseed oil on it in another week or so. And it's not going outside, so one coating should do it for a good long time. But I'm going to go ahead and do a second coating. That's it, gang. I hope y'all have a great day.